What you're about to watch is either the greatest coincidence that we have seen in all 2025 or the confirmation that this rabbit hole goes even deeper with Charlie Kirk's shooter transgender partner. We already covered this. I already covered this on my previous video, that the transgender partner is the one who tipped off the FBI, and in fact, it appears that he is not involved in this. I'm going to talk about him in a minute, but we need to talk about the coincidence. And I need you to pay attention to this, because this is the moment that all the narrative of Tyler Robinson being a conservative just crumbles. Take a look at this. Brooke Singman writes, the last question Charlie Kirk answered before he was murdered was, pay attention, do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years? Somebody asked him that question. Do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years? And Charlie replied, too many. He was then asked, do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? And Charlie replied, counting or not counting gang violence. And Charlie was then assassinated. So notice that the question at that exact moment had to do with transgenders. Many people had pointed that out. I didn't pay much attention to this, and I realized, all right, so it is incredible timing then. It so happens that just hours ago, we confirmed that Tyler Robinson was living with a transgender partner, and they were like a couple, is what I understand. But then you see this, and I thought to myself, wait a second, okay. Robinson was on a rooftop 200 yards away. I thought, is that hard to listen through speakers 200 yards away what they were debating about? I think at some point I had my doubts that it could happen, but I checked with specialists, I checked with my sources, and yes, it's perfectly possible with the kind of amplification that they were using at the event that 200 yards away, Robinson could have heard that they were asking questions about transgender Americans being mass shooters. And that fits the way that this guy, Robinson, was like defending his partner, right? A partner that is becoming from male to female. I think that, that a boy pretending to be a girl, how it is. So it fits even more, not only what we saw in the bullet casings, but also the intention of Tyler Robinson to make a statement about this. Not only he hated Charlie Kirk, and he said that at that family dinner, the FBI talked about that on that press conference, but also he made sure, and that's what I told you, he made sure to do this in front of many people, in front of many cameras, to make a statement at the precise time that there was a question about transgenderism. It appears that the FBI has also ruled out the guy who was asking that question. He appeared on the Daily Mail. He is not a suspect. The transgender partner is not a suspect as well. But the thing is that transgender partner had an account on Discord. I told you about this app of chat rooms in which they share messages by group, on direct messages, person to person. And the icon of this of this guy, Lance Twiggs is the name. The transgender partner was like a girl dressed as an animal, a furry, which is this subculture of people who fancy anthropomorphic animals and getting dressed like them. So it fits the narrative, fits the furry code on the bullet casing. It fits everything. So more and more, this is important, the narrative that you're seeing everywhere and your liberal neighbors, your liberal friends and family are gonna tell you, "Oh, he was far right. Tyler Robinson is far right." No, that's that simply cannot happen. That simply cannot happen. This is absolutely influence of liberal stuff. Yeah, the most disgusting liberal stuff. This has all the fingerprints all over this. And there are more details, by the way. He was an avid gamer, posting shooting game videos on TikTok account. The TikTok account, I downloaded a lot of stuff. I think that this is not relevant. This is of the account of the partner. There are also other videos when he was a kid. I'm not gonna share those. There are stupid videos on TikTok. I think that there's not much here to share of valuable, because the partner himself, I think he is not, or according to the FBI, he is not, has nothing to do with the assassination. Even, and this is what I don't understand, people of Discord, the ones who, well, the owners of Discord, they claim that no, there was no sort of planning, there was no sort of strange messages on the platform. But there must be other kind of messages. There must be a treasure trove of messages in there to find out more of how, especially how was he radicalized. But I'm pretty sure the people at Discord, the people who own Discord, don't want to open that Pandora's box, because you can imagine that many people are going to say, oh yeah, so people are effectively being radicalized on Discord, something that is a secret to nobody, but it's going to be effectively confirmed. And so many people, so many other people, who knows how many other people could be exposed by this. I want to believe that the FBI is doing the due diligence with this, and they digging deeper, because as the same that Robinson could shoot a rifle and kill Charlie Kirk, other radical extremist assassins could be popping up from here. That is what is worrying. We have also this, as I told you in the message that the killer wanted to send. If someone just wanted to kill Charlie Kirk, they would kill him on the street or in some private setting. He was accessible and not guarded by Secret Service. But they chose to kill him while debating on camera in front of thousands. It's a political assassination to make a point. Many people are saying that this is a religious assassination, because yeah, it's like going against everything that Charlie was. Take America Back says, exactly. He lived in my home state of Arizona and walked around freely with his family. I know people who know where he lived and have seen him out in public. This was a pro-hit. He threatened the rules based on international order. He was on the naughty list for both Israel and Ukraine. One video coming about that. But this is a thing that I don't understand. There's so many loose ends to this. I still find it hard to believe that he acted alone. That the only thing that he told his partner was, "You're gonna pick up my rifle wrapped in this black towel that I will drop in these bushes." I don't know. That's the only thing that he shared. Some people are saying that there are also reports that I think that the reports are not here, that people saw him acting like frantically days before the attack, the assassination. But I don't know. We still don't know. I should also make a video about that old guy who was apprehended instantly after the shots were fired, was attracting attention to himself, which, by the way, he was also, I just saw this. He appears to have been at ground zero at 9/11 as well. I need to find out more about that, and then I will make a video. But this debunks that this guy is not a conservative. We can absolutely confirm that. And that yes, it was not only the work of the FBI, the work of the transgender partner. It seems the dad who turned him in. We have all that. And by the way, he is on suicide watch and a special housing unit. You know what that means. How many times have we seen what that means? You remember that? Jeffrey Epstein was in suicide watch at a special housing unit. Why does this words begin to repeat so often? Why? I hope that I'm not going to say anything about that. But again, I'm looking at the details. I'm looking at this, the motive. Oh, the motive, you were offended. Let's think about this. Was the motive being offended by Charlie Kirk and Charlie Kirk's remarks about transgenders, and that was it? You get yourself a rifle, you or somebody provides you with that rifle, and you go and shoot him dead, especially when he's talking about transgender violence. And why would you be against curbing or stopping transgender violence? Because in fact, those transgenders who have become violent and have become mass shooters, they are making your partner look bad, right? That doesn't make sense. You should be against transgenders who become mass shooters, unless the transgender stuff is actually a mental illness that should be stopped. Maybe that is the thing that we're talking about, and you didn't want it to stop. You didn't want Charlie Kirk to be talking about that. I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Battle Language Guy. Much love and bliss.